Napakayo eh.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is my thesis report. It was titled Managing Emotional Instability Against Environmental Influences, and it's a proposed action plan. Management of emotional instability, it basically means we're basically talking about how we manage our negative emotions. It's from the word instability from itself. In other words, we're talking about depression, we're talking about anxiety, agony, and all the negative factors in our emotion depicting from our environment itself, and how environment influences our emotion, how our environment affects our decisive or how it affects our daily decision in everyday life. So that's what I wanted to tackle about. The reason why I wanted to tackle about this very topic, managing emotional instability, is because here's my rationale. Number one is decrease of suicide. In the whole world, there's no, based on SSR, I think, based from the statistics, it's from America, it's not here in the Philippines, since I can't find an exact source for the Philippine statistics rates. But here's the suicide statistics rates, or SSR, from America. So this is how many people's thoughts of suicide. This is our ages, their ages, the male and female, and here are those who actually committed suicide. So based on SSR's analytics, most of this suicide, 60% of these suicide are because of depression. The other 40% are from various different reasons. But 60% out of 100% of those who commit suicide in America are because of depression. Now, we're not talking about just depression. I'm going to be doing a lot of topic shifting throughout this entire short report. But it will only depict one subject. Many different topics, but one subject. So I hope you don't get confused to my report again. Next, mental and physical condition. If you think that emotional instability only, or depression in general will only affect your mental health, it's wrong. It will also affect your physical health. You will start having back pain, pain in the legs, pain in the neck, on the neck. So it's not only about mental pain or mental health issues. We're talking about physical pain here. Next, help find a purpose or a sense of direction. Now this is what they call emptiness. So this is one of the crucial environmental influences you already have. If you're one of those people who are wealthy, who have everything already. My mother came from a very wealthy family, and back in the days I came from a very wealthy family. I know what it feels like to be rich. I know how it feels like to get everything that I wanted, and I feel empty. So for those people who feel empty, whether they're poor or not, I think this report is good for you. This thesis that I made will be helpful. Will prove helpful for you. Next. So here's the history of depression. As I said, we're not focusing on depression alone. There's a lot of topic shifting is going to happen in this entire report. Although we're only tackling about one subject, so I hope you listen carefully. So the history of depression. Depression came from the Latin word deprimere, or to push down. Meaning depression originated from the ancient Latin, where depression means to actually not to be shamefully humble themselves down in front of the emperor, as what my father told me. I just asked him. Not that I don't have time for research, but my father knows a lot of things, so I just asked him. So these are the common symptoms that we have to endure when we have anxiety, agony, depression, suffering from mental illness. So these are the examples of the symptoms: persistent anxiety, feelings of hopelessness. So these are the common symptoms of what we have in our depression. So what I'm saying. Anyway, next. So what is the cause of depression? I only in my slide it's only saying depression, but what it actually means is that your emotional instability is not only depression, because I know that there are various different of emotional instabilities out there. But okay, anyway, let's just debate it as depression for a term that everyone is familiar with. So what is the cause of depression? So the basic answer is the cause of depression is because we are stressed with what we're doing. We're doing a lot of things, and it gives us great pressure in our lives, and homeworks, projects, school, ministry. So as what I'm saying, those are the basic answers for what is the cause of depression. But this is not exactly the question what I wanted you to ask for yourself. What do you have to? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Okay, depression. Yes, I can understand you're depressed because of the sudden, surprise quiz, a lot of projects on different various subjects. But the question is depression a choice or a mental illness? Is depression a mental illness or a choice? So it's a huge debate. I've been researching on my. It's not only depression. There's a lot of things as well which correlates to depression. But that's why I wanted to use this term, because this is something that we all can understand and we all can relate to. So it's a huge debate on the internet of whether or not depression is a mental illness or is depression a choice. So for you, what is depression? Is it a choice or a mental illness? Mental illness. Okay, I can understand why it's mental illness, but we can't really control it. When we are stressed, we're falling under depression. But somebody's like, what are the negative influences of our environment? So, okay, before we proceed there, this is the only day I'm going to report. Yeah. So I hope I can cope up with the questionnaires. Just ask me if you're interested in this topic. Just ask me, or I can give you one related studies right now. You can search Ben Shapiro on YouTube. Ben Shapiro on depression. So what are the negative influences of our environment? Okay. One of the negative influences that affects our daily decision and on our day-to-day life. What are okay? We have drama, television, drama series. In GMA, how many televisions are there that is not drama? From Monday to Friday. From Monday to Friday, how many televisions in GMA or ABS-CBN that is not a drama? Compare that to the comedy TV or to the afternoon shows. The only fun programs out there is Showtime, and when we have a family-friendly show, it's only during Saturday and Sunday. So it's pretty much safe to say that every day we get to watch drama, literally every day. So what more? There's a lot more. Environmental influences ourselves. We are the root cause of these negative influences. We judge people. We often judge people from what is obvious, because we don't judge people because it's obvious. Okay? For example, I know for a fact that this girl or this boy is that kind of person because it's obvious. No. You need to like this. What I'm doing. You need to follow up your material or whatever you're claiming, because it's a person we're talking about. It's not a thing. Okay. And there's a whole lot of things. There's a whole lot of environmental influences out there. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to contribute to this negative environmental influences? Or are you going to make a difference and seek discomfort in your life? So by the way, I don't believe life is meant to find yourself. I think it's meant to create yourself. You don't find yourself, you create yourself. You involve yourself into something bigger. You accept effort to something bigger. I'm not really doing good on that part, so I don't have the authority to say that. But anyway, this is also a lesson for me, and that's all I'm about. That's all I can say in this question. Next. Okay, how does this affect us? I think I've already answered this, right? From the previous question, unintentionally. Anyway, what more can this environmental influences affect us? It affects our, of course, mental instability. We let this negative vibe, negative atmosphere open to us. We're neglecting the fact that we are negative type of people. I am a negative type of people. One of those negative type of people. So what are we going to do? How can we turn this negative into positive? So there's a lot of ways we can do to make these negative things into positive, make this depression into something, how to avoid depression. I don't think we can avoid depression, but I think we have the choice whether or not we let go of this depression and start working towards what we wanted to, towards our goal or what we wanted to do. So in my thesis, in my question, hopefully I can send this questionnaire to you tomorrow. I hope these questionnaires that I'm about to send tomorrow would help you figure out your voice. Figure out your voice, not meaning finding out your voice. No, figuring out means creating who you are, knowing who you are, and knowing what you love to do the most. Because to be honest, having problems, I think, is part of what you should enjoy in life. Because to be honest, the most devastating depression of all time is being empty. To do nothing, to want nothing, to have nothing, even you have a lot of things. How do we manage emotional instability? Okay, here's the kicker. The kicker of all of this report that I've prepared. How do we manage emotional instability? In other words, depression, suffering, agony, and stuff. All of us have our individual choices. We choose whether or not we continue to be depressed or we fight depression. It's easier. I know it's easier said than done. It's harder when we're actually experiencing the situation from all of the people. I know that. I'm not saying that with pride. I'm ashamed to have such situation happening in my life. But find your strength. All I can say, find your strength. Because I'm only 19 years old. I'm not an adult. I can't compare myself to my father, to my mother. I can't compare my 19 years old experience here on Earth to their 50 experience here in Earth. They have more experiences. So if you have a parents, be glad and talk to them. Be honest with them. Because to be honest, on my part, my family is my strong. I'm not saying this to make my I don't know, public identity or personal identity in the public or public figure be awesome. I think, I don't know. The reason why I'm saying this because this is my strength. My family is my strength. Don't take other people's advice. All of us are different. We are all different people. Yes, we are similar in some way, but be your own advice. Be your own mistake and learn from that mistake. Make sure that it doesn't happen twice. So that's it.
Thank you, Mr. Director. I thought that in your hard copy, all the things that I mentioned must be placed on the chapter 1.
Yes.
I'm saying, even though if you cannot make it, at least you have studied other parts. And you will take the one as your first draft.